Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 2 versus 2 on Hill 112, and in this one I'm going to be playing with Betts, who is using the 716th Infantry Division, and I'm going to be using the 12th SS-Panzer today. I'm playing against Walther and Jamin, who are using the 3rd Canadian Infantry and the 1st Panzer respectively, so it's set up to be quite a nice matchup, especially considering the ranges that we're going to be playing at. I've really started to enjoy playing on Hill 112. It definitely encourages the longer range aspect of this game. You're sort of having to deal with a lot of these sort of sight lines that are very odd due to the multiple elevations on the map. And it can definitely create some interesting gameplay. Infantry warfare is a little odd because you're running them all through these tree lines as opposed to across the open most of the time. But yeah, definitely introduces a different sort of aspect of play that relies a lot less on infantry than other units. So if I just switch it around to our perspective, I'm going to be taking the left side. Betts is going to be taking the right. So before we continue with the game, I just wanted to say a massive thank you guys to all of your support. I have of course recently added the Patreon art onto the start of the videos. Hopefully that's not too intrusive to those of you who watch my videos for free. That's totally fine, totally cool with that. Thank you guys for watching. Like, the main bulk of my viewers, you know, you guys are the people, you are the reason that I can do this as currently like a part-time job, I guess. Not making too much money, guys, but it's definitely getting there, and it's all thanks to you guys who watch my videos. And special thanks, obviously, to the Patreon pledges, of course, and as always, you know, monetarily supporting the channel is just fantastic, and I really appreciate it, guys. Either way, let's move on with the game. Let's have a look at some of the units I'm going to be putting on the ground here. So I have a Pak 38 on the left side, I have the Panzer Grenadiers here, and I've also got some command infantry. Then I'm going to be seeing a Pak 38, SPW 222 and the Panzer Grenadiers in the centre, and then over on this right side of things we're going to be seeing another Pak 38, 222 and command infantry combo. Then I've got a unit of Panzer Grenadiers going up to the centre hill to assist Betts up there. And then Betts is going to be spreading out on the right side with some AT guns, machine guns, some Fusiliers and Ostrupen most likely. So this is quite a wide map, there's quite a lot of ground to cover. And that does mean that I am stretched pretty thin, but so are the opponents. So there's a lot to think about going into this one, where we really want to focus and so on and so forth. So just adding an extra command unit there to assist with my AT gun, because you want all these AT guns to be like level 2 veterancy if you can, because then they will be able to shoot transports and blow them up before the infantry's dropped out, depending on how far up you drop them off, and that's always very nice. Also, obviously you want them to be accurate against tanks and the same sort of normal stuff. So let's just speed it up and get the game underway. I'll select all my units and I'll show you guys the orders as I always do. Still adding a few units here and there at the end of the deployment. Just added a 259 and 251 with some spear troop. So here's the orders. Going to be seeing the AT gun going to the top side of these trees with the command infantry at the bottom. We're going to have the recon drop off into the hedgerow. Over here we've got a bunch of the AT gun command infantry at the back assisting with the Panzer Grenadiers and also the 259 there. And over on the left side, AT gun with the Opel Blitz with the Panzer Grenadiers, command infantry and the spear troop. Just trying to get those up to provide me recon onto the opposing troops coming my way. Let's take this to my point of view and we'll see what happens. So my AT gun's getting into position, Panzer Grenadiers are running up onto the hill, pushing nice and hard. Betts is spreading out on this right side, and we do manage to get the +1 early on, just to gain ourselves a little bit extra points there. And sometimes this can make a difference if you're playing in a very close game, but right now, just pushing as far and hard as I can. Panzer Grenadiers actually get quite far up. These Panzer Grenadiers also get quite far up. Since I spotted the 6-pounder, I unloaded the Panzer Grenadiers to stop them getting killed in their transport. I've unloaded my Aufklärer, and they're going to be moving up through the hedgerows, and I have the 222 and the 259 supporting the Panzer Grenadiers there. And these Panzer Grens are going to be attack moving up through the trees there in that orchard area. 222 is going to be moving to the right side to engage a half track that I saw. It's pretty standard start so far, nothing wacky going on, no crazy rushes coming our way, not too much to worry about. Just trying to get these Panzer Grenadiers up, and they're going to get hit by some sniper scouts. Now that was a bit of an issue. Sniper scouts are incredibly annoying sometimes when you don't have any sort of artillery to deal with them or stuff like that. But what I'm going to do is actually bring up my Boiter Cromwell, and that's basically to directly counter the sniper scouts, but also to engage AT guns from out of range. And we're going to see some rifles trying to move across the open here, so I'm trying to get the 222 into line of sight. I'm also going to bring up the 259 from the left side to engage that rifle squad, moving back the Aufklärer to make sure they don't get engaged. 6-pounder is going to be engaging the 251 half track and taking that out. Sniper scouts still killing off my Panzer Grenadiers as they're trying to retreat. So here go the 20 mils onto target of these rifles, and I do quite a lot of damage. My Panzer Grenadiers up on the hill do get taken out by some stormtroopers there, and we do manage to take out one of the Cromwells on the top thanks to Betts' B2. That B2 does currently have its tracks broken. It's trying to pin down the Cromwell there. The B2 actually doing surprisingly well, and does manage to pin down the Cromwell with the help of its howitzer. So my Pak 38 now being harassed by the sniper scouts as well. Trying to get the spear troop up so I can then spot them and then use the Boiter Cromwell to attack them. But what's going to happen here is I'm basically focused quite hard on my micro with the 259 and the 222. And what ends up happening is my Boiter Cromwell just is fast moving up the road here. And it's going to be engaged by the AT gun on the left while I'm concentrating on the right. So you can see the 222s ripping to shreds these rifles. I've also spotted the Vickers there as well. AT gun's going to be hitting my Boiter Cromwell. And I just about noticed this as I am in range, and it's not ideal because I've already taken 2 shots from the AT gun and I haven't even engaged it yet. So I go for the shot, but I am going to be forced to fall back, and my Boiter Cromwell is going to basically show side armor and goodbye to the Cromwell. Yeah, terrible mistake at the start of the game. Really set me back. That was there literally to kill the sniper scouts, and it could have engaged them from like all the way back here. Literally from here. I didn't need to be anywhere near the range of that 6-pounder. I just completely messed up, and that was a massive mistake for me to make at this point in the game, because now I have nothing to stop his snipers. I'm forced to bring in like 2 mortar carriers just to stop him from overrunning me on the left side, because yeah, I could bring in some more Panzer Grenadiers, but as long as they're going to be constantly pinned down by sniper scouts, there's nothing I can do. I've got all of these half tracks and so on doing their work. I'm kind of scared that he's bringing up an AT gun, and I can see the Lloyd carrier here with an AT gun, so I'm going to be trying to get myself away from that with the 259 and the 222s taking cover behind this tree line here. The sniper scouts are going to be engaging the Pak 38, and they are going to be pinning that down, which was really annoying. Spear troop are still spotting stuff, but have been spotted themselves by the opposing infantry. My mortars are coming up, and I'm basically just going to charge down the hill here with the 222s. I'm well aware that the 6-pounder is here, but I need to do something or I'm just going to get pushed in. So the 222s are going to find the 6-pounder after it shoots, and I'm going to set both of the 222s on target. The unvetted 6-pounder manages to hit its second shot, but the 222 is getting on target there, so that's okay by me. Just need to make sure that I pin that down and possibly kill it off, and then I should be okay. Because then that 222 can basically have a field day killing the rifles, the sniper scouts, and so on. My Panzer Grenadiers get killed at the top side there, and I also lose a unit of Panzer Grenadiers, I think on the right side here, which was kind of annoying. I also lose my Panzer Grenadiers on the left. So a lot of my units dying, and it's not going particularly well. Trying to get my mortars onto target of those sniper scouts just to finish them off. Also going to be focusing down the rifle leaders to get rid of that veterancy. Moving up the Panzergrenadier to make sure that I can protect the backside of the 222 there. 259 and the 222 are going to be engaging the infantry as they come across the hedgerow there. AT guns going for the shot onto my 259. By moving this up the hill to take on this 6-pounder at close range, should be able to take it out. This unvetted 6-pounder actually misses at that range, and I'm able to kill it off. So that was a little bit of hope, but then my 259 gets taken out by the Humber there before my Pak 38 can get the kill, so that was annoying. But either way, 222 is still pushing onto these infantry hard here, and my spare troop are still alive, so just going to be moving them forwards to provide recon to my mortar carriers so I can start to use them again. So 222 just literally rushing these rifles, but is going to get taken out by the 1 health 6-pounder. And I'm not sure if I thought that that was dead or not at this point, but either way, it gets the kill and it puts me again in a pretty bad spot. Sniper scouts take out the spear troop, and there goes my command infantry to the rifle squad. Trying to get the mortars on target again. Just really want to kill that sniper unit. Panzergrenadier are being engaged by the Vickers HMG there, and I had to move the Pak 38 out of there to stop that getting killed off. I used the smoke grenade from the Panzergrenadier to make sure that I'm not engaging the Vickers HMG from in range. And Panzergrenadier is here also getting taken out by another sniper squad. So things aren't looking great, as you can tell. I managed to take out the Vickers HMG as they try and move across into this smoke, and with my guys being in cover and theirs being in sort of light cover, I actually win that engagement. And the same is going to happen here. Panzergrenadier is in heavy cover, rifle leader in light cover, going to be able to win that engagement and take out those squads, which was really quite important. I also end up taking out a ram on the main road here with my AT gun. That Pak 38 waiting for the right moment and taking the shot and getting the kill, which is really nice. Bringing up 2 units of Panzergrenadiers in half tracks, and these machine guns are planning to help me pin down the rifles as they try and move across the open. The sniper scouts still going for the kills onto the Pak 38. So I've just got a Panzergrenadier squad on this left side that's pushing up, revealing the rifle squads, and then what I'm doing is engaging them with these mortar half tracks. You can see I've already used up quite a lot of the ammunition, but I've killed off the snipers on the left side now, and rifles are all that's left on that left side. So I'm able to push back with the Panzergrenadier squad supported by the mortars, but in general I'm spread pretty thin. The Cromwell does come down and take out my Pak 38, which was rather annoying. I did manage to kill off those infantry, which is okay, but Betts is doing his best to hold in the middle, and is just spread out on the right side at the moment, just playing defensively over there. So half tracks are doing a reasonably good job of pinning down the opposing units. However, these snipers doing an even better job against my Panzergrenadiers. Pak 38 is going to be engaging the universal carrier there to make sure that we can take that out, and mortars are firing away to help try and pin down some of the infantry as they advance. So we can see that both of the players are working together here. Jamin's going to be bringing up his Stuart 5s to assist Walther in this push, and it's definitely putting the pressure on at the moment. Since he's pushing through with the Bedford trucks here with more infantry, I'm going to try and get the Pak 38 over to the left side to engage those, and I managed to take out one of the Bedfords before he can unload the infantry, and that kills off the squad. The second squad is forced to unload to stop it suffering the same fate. But that's still some stormtroopers. They're still scary, and that's going to finally make me fall back the Panzergrenadiers. You're probably wondering why I didn't fall back the Panzergrenadiers sooner, but basically I don't want him to advance this line and get into my tree line here, because that makes it even harder for me to get rid of him. So I basically let the Panzergrenadiers get pinned down constantly, as long as I could get away with, basically. And now I'm forced to get them out of there, because with stormtroopers coming up on the flanks, they're going to die very quickly, even if they are have the extra cover bonus from being pinned down. So either way, bringing up some Panzergrenadiers here. They're going to be engaged by the Cromwell 6. We're going to see my Aufkläder get taken out by the Vickers HMG and rifles as they are revealed. And sniper scouts trying to smoke off my Panzergrenadiers from them at the moment to make sure that they can't get any more kill shots. And this is going to allow me to get the half track and the 259 into position. So my mortars are trying to do their best at the moment. The Stuart 5s are moving over to the left and are coming towards my mortars. So I'm just trying to keep them behind that tree line at the moment to make sure they don't die. And the reason I started to use smoke here was actually because I'd run out of HE to like try and kill off the Spitfires. We are going to see a Hurricane come in though with the bombs there, and it is going to kill off my Pak 38, which was annoying. I'm bringing up a Panzer II. That's trying to help out up here, but we're dealing with a 6-pounder that just took out my 259 and has forced my 251 to fall back. So I'm just going to have to take them back off the hill. I mean, this smoke's defending me for now and keeping me safe, but I've got artillery coming in from the right side, and as soon as the smoke dissipates, I'm going to be taking shots in the front from the 6-pounder. So now these Stuarts are basically rushing towards my mortars. I'm having a pretty hard time trying to keep them out of line of sight, that's for sure. Brought up an Opel Blitz munition, that arrives at exactly the wrong time. 232's just trying to stay out of range of the Stuart 5s to not get popped. But we are waiting for Betts' 88 to arrive, his Flak 88, and he's also got these Panzer B2s that can engage the Stuarts and the universal carriers there with their main guns and howitzers. Panzer 2 is going to go down to a combination of the Sherman 3 and the 6-pounder. Flak 88 is going to pop one of the command Stuarts, but unfortunately one of my mortar carriers did get pinned down. So really struggling at the moment to hold this left side. They've definitely made a lot of ground, and they're pushing what was their advantage. However, 6-pounder is going to get taken out there by the Panzer Grenadiers. Stuart 5 does get on target with its 330 cals, but Panzer Grenadiers are in heavy cover and will be hiding again very soon. I lost quite a lot of my units here, but thankfully Betts does have me covered by these 88s. Panzer Grenadiers are also going to be helping pin down the infantry in the open, and we have moved into phase B now, so I'm going to be starting to bring up some bigger and more powerful units to help try and push back. Panzer Grenadier on the left side is going to be going for the Panzerfaust shot onto the Stuart 5. It does manage to hit, but only gets the transmission damage, which is not ideal, and with the Stuart 5 trying to rush my Panzer Grenadiers, I do have to fall them back and they are forced to surrender. That was kind of annoying, trying to smoke that off just to make sure that the Panzer Grenadiers didn't die there, but just a little bit too late. 257 is now being pushed by the Stuart on the left side. So now what I'm doing is bringing over my 232 to the right, not only to assist these Panzer V2s that Betts has, but also to assist the Tiger E Wittmann that I'm bringing in. Michael Wittmann is on the field with his Tiger, and the 232 is there to give that the extra veterancy to get plenty of kills. So the 259 coming up, that hasn't been engaged by the Sherman 3 yet, but is having chance to hit the rifle leader briefly. Since he's getting low on ammunition though, I'm just going to pull him back. And this 257 is being hit again by this Wolverine. Stuart does find my bailed out 257. This one is now being forced to fall back. Still being pushed relatively hard. My Opel Blitz munition just trying to get out of there, but driving incredibly slowly in the field. So my mortars are neutralized, but I've now got the Tiger E Wittmann on the field. He's going to be coming around the corner, engaging the Sherman 3. Misses the first shot. Good start, Wittmann. But either way, the Sherman's just going to retreat from that, fall out of line of sight. So the Tiger's going to be engaging the sniper instead, but I'm just going to focus the fire onto the Wolverine. Managed to get transmission damage. Bringing up the 232 to engage these infantry squads. Going to be getting the kill onto the Wolverine there. Great. Bomber going to be coming in and hitting Betts' Flak 88. Also a Hurricane coming in with the bombing striker as well, and they were really not liking these Flak 88s, focusing them with artillery, bombers, all sorts, and that's definitely the way you got to deal with them. You do definitely have to get rid of them where you can. On the left side, the Stuart finally going down there to a shot from the B2. I've got to reinforce this left side, so I'm bringing up a Panzer Grenadier assisted by the SBW 231. So Wittmann He's going to be moving up the hill now. I'm going to be hopefully engaging the Cromwell 6 at the top there. I don't want to lead with my 232. I want to lead with the Wittmann because the Wittmann's more likely to tank a shot from the 6-pounder than the 232 is. And what I can do is bait the 6-pounder to shoot Wittmann, then the 232 can come up and absolutely kill off that AT gun. First of all, Wittmann's going to deal with the Cromwell 6, and goodbye to that as we get a fuel explosion there. 232 is going to be moving up, going to assist Wittmann in taking out that 6-pounder. Going to be getting the second shot from Wittmann to kill it off. So 6-pounder goes down, Cromwell 6 is down, really starting to make some headway. I've also brought up a Pack 40, not only to engage the infantry, but also to engage the Sherman 3s over on the left side. Panzer Grenadiers revealing some rifles pushing through the tree line. They're going to be assisted by Betts' Flak 88 and the 231, and also the ME 109G2 BR21 from Betts. So we're basically combining our forces on the left side now to push back against the double push that they basically tried to do. Managed to make a rifle unit surrender there by charging it down with the Opel Blitz. Trying to get Wittmann into a decent position here. I don't want him to be side shot. He's just rolling back and down the hill there. Going to be pushing on forwards. And sorry about the lag spike, if you guys saw that. Not entirely sure what happened there, but still having issues with my PC, so please bear with me. Either way, Wittmann going to be moving on, engaging as many Shermans as he can. Going to be moving up the hill here. I'm pretty sure that Jamin had this on an attack move order. He was initially engaging my Tiger and he was quite happy with that, but look how slowly Wittmann wheels around his turret. He's trying to get it on target here. Finally gets on target the Sherman. Boom. Fuel explosion. Lovely jubbly. I found that really, really funny to watch when I was actually playing the game, because just like how slowly the turret turned, like you just imagine the Sherman driver's like, oh god, no. But yeah, in the end, it didn't end well for him. Wittmann's going to be continuing to move across the top side of this ridge, and hopefully getting into line of sight of the Sherman 3 that's being forced back by the B2. Does take out the command carrier there, and we're going to see the Panzer B2 actually bail out a Sherman 3, which isn't something you see very often. And then Wittmann's going to be going to steal the kill there. One of the B2s does get knocked out by the Wolverine over here. 1,200 meter range. Isn't engaging at maximum range, which is not ideal. Going to be bringing in my Panzerwerfer to hit some of this infantry. Rifle squad's going to get hit hard there alongside the rifles leader, and you can see I'm definitely making a hard dent on this left side. Since Wittmann's come in, we've killed off 2 Shermans, the Cromwell, the 6-pounder, and we're really starting to take back ground on the left side as well now, with Betts bringing in some Italian infantry with the Grenadiers, and my Panzer Grenadiers moving forwards with the 231. So we're spotting stormtroopers and all sorts of stuff, and I'm just trying to take them out where I can. So now we're going to be going for the air engagements as well. The Flak 88s are being focused very hard still by the opposing air force, so we want to get rid of these aircraft as best we can. Wittmann's still going hard onto the opposing infantry. Stormtroopers are going to be killed off on the left side thanks to the 231. And we finally have a +1. So our opponents were on 742 points before we managed to bring it back to 50-50. We're now putting the +1 on the board, giving ourselves some points. But still, pretty long way to go. But Wittmann's definitely doing a great job, moving forward as Panzer Grenadiers, keeping him supported by multiple 232s, just because these 232s are so good for taking out AT guns. Second B2 is going to be taken out by the Wolverine, but my 231 is going to take out the Dingo to remove the veterancy from the Wolverine there. That's going to allow Betts' Befehlspanzer 35 to engage the Wolverine. Aircraft still going hard onto the 88s though. Since there's some Sherman 5s on the right side, I'm actually going to be moving around a Panther D here. That's to protect the right flank of Wittmann as he continues up the ridge. We're going to be keeping the Panther D also near the Panzergrenführer as I go for these shots. Sherman 5 is going to be trying to retreat. Missed the first shot. Going to go for the second shot here. And ammo explosion. Lovely. 17 AP power, hitting the 11 armor. Quite a high penetration chance and definitely doing the job. Going to be getting a transmission damage onto the second Sherman 5. I was literally watching this happen as I played. Driver knocked out as well there. So the Panther D getting a third free shot. Black 88 is going to take out the Wolverine on the left side. And Panzer Grenadiers are continuing to pin down infantry in the open. One of my 232s does go down to the Achilles. But finally I take out the Sherman 5 up here as my Panther D rolls forwards. So basically I'm continuing to roll forwards where I can with my heavier tanks, supported by Panzer Grenadiers and recon where I need it. So I've got the Aufklärer ahead of Wittmann and the Panther, and then on the left side just using the 231 to engage the universal carrier. The only trouble with this is the 231 actually runs out of ammunition, so just going to be actually fast moving that away because there's no chance that's going to kill the universal carrier anytime soon. So 232 and the Wittmann going to be engaging this infantry. At this point the Wittmann actually does shoot a Firefly as it comes up, one-shots the Firefly in the front armor, even though it was very stressed. My opponents weren't too happy about that, that's for sure. Wittmann definitely paying off in this game. I think in the last time I played the 12th SS-Panzer he got like 1 kill and died, whereas this time round definitely doing a great job. 3-star Tiger really paying off. So again, just continuing the 232 to support it. Still moving the recon forwards where I can, still moving forwards the Panzer Grenadiers, and we're really starting to make a dent on this left side. Back here what I'm going to do is bring my 231 back to the Opel Blitz, and I'm going to have them meet on the road there. I've also got this 259 moving there to resupply, and I'm getting my Panzerwerfer into position to fire again. 232 is going to be able to open up onto the Stormtroopers here as my Panzer Grenadiers move up, and that's going to make things a lot easier for my units. Panzer Grenadiers with this much fire support is really going to do well. Mosquito is going to come in with the bombing strike onto the Flak 88, only do 1 damage to the Flak 88, that was crazy. And then I bring in the Panzerwerfer to hit all of this infantry. So multiple rifle squads going to be pinned down by the Panzerwerfers, allowing me to push forwards with the Grenadiers, try and make them surrender, and if not, then the 232 can just try and engage them in the open. So Wittmann's pushing up. There is a 17-pounder and a Firefly on the horizon. They're going to put my 232 into a transmission damage. My Panzer Grenadier on the right side is actually engaging a 17-pounder as well, but I'm able to pin that down. Going to be seeing a Typhoon come in with the bombs there alongside the Spitfire. That's actually going to force Wittmann to fall back, but let's take out the 17-pounder on the right side, no worries. Black 88 is also supporting Wittmann, and I've got my own ME-109 G6R6s on the field. So I'm going to be having them run strafing runs onto the opponents. Firefly going for the shots here onto Wittmann. The Fell Panther engaging a Firefly up on the hill. That's going to be assisted by the Panther D, however, gets the kill itself, and that's another Firefly down. Mosquito is going to be coming in for another bombing run. We're going to be jumping onto that with the ME-109s and are going to shoot it down. Going to be moving away with my ME-109s towards the AA here to try and stop these Spitfires from shooting me down, but one of them managed to get me anyway. That was unfortunate. The Spitfire going to be forced away. Mustang also going to be forced away by the AA, and then my ME-109 is going to come in to get the kill there. Brilliant. I lose my Panzer Grenadiers that were pushing forwards on the far left, but I'm still making a lot of ground up here, as you can see. These Panzer Grenadiers providing a lot of influence on the front line. 55% territory lead. These Werflammens clear out the orchard here. You can see they demolished a lot of infantry there. and that's going to allow Betts to push on through. My ME-109 G6R6 is going to be continuing its engagement with the Spitfire there. We're going to be also going on to the Hurricane as it comes in. ME-109 G2 is going to be engaging the 17-pounder, and I did miss it, but basically Wittmann did get killed down here. Showed his side armor to a Firefly, I believe it was, and got himself killed, so not the most fine end, but definitely did a lot of work throughout the game already, and I've managed to back myself up now with the Panther D and the Befehl Panther, so yeah, done well. Either way, we are going to be seeing Walther surrender at this point. We aren't actually beating them in points just yet. 640 points on our side of things because of the +1. It's taking its sweet time to overtake the 742 that they have. However, they're having a hard time of holding us back, and I think Walther just realised that the like wall of German armour was just going to continue coming at this point. And I've even got my like half-tracks back here, half-track and the 231 being resupplied, and I've also got my Panzerwerfer resupplied there, so moving them back up just to provide the finishing blow. That's his Flak 88 is trying to engage the Firefly there. We are going to force back the Mosquito with the 3 Flak 88s on the left. And that's just proving invaluable with these Flak 88s throughout the game, which really just help support the push. The Befehl Panther is going to be engaging the Fireflies there. Panther D and the Befehl Panther engaging, but Jamin decides it's his time as well, and after 28 minutes and 5 seconds, myself and Betts win by surrender, and that's going to be a minor victory. So, although it was a pretty damn bad start from me, we are going to see that I did get 2,859 kills to 1,790 losses, and a lot of that is due to the kills onto the Fireflies and the Shermans in the mid to late game. But at the start I was really falling apart, and I've definitely relied a lot on Betts to help me hold the ground there, and props to him for really helping me out in this game. Really good job by our opponents as well, put a lot of pressure on, made it a very fun game, but Wittmann just came back and just demolished the opponents. And if we go to Wittmann's kill list, you can see that's exactly what he did. Wolverine, Cromwell 6, Sherman, another Sherman, Achilles, Firefly. Lovely kill list from Wittmann there. And we're going to be seeing SPW 222 take out a couple of units of infantry. These 259s took out Rifle Squadron 6-pounder, that paid itself off. Panzergrenadier paid itself off. Pack 38. A lot of my units actually did pay themselves off quite nicely. And this Panther D taking out 2 Shermans. We're going to see the ME-109 there take down the Mosquito and the Mustang. Befehl Panther took out the Firefly. So yeah, that was pretty much the story of the game. I was losing a lot of ground early, but I was kind of making as many of my units pay off as I could. This Boy de Cromwell completely messed up with that at the start of the game. If I'd kept that Boy de Cromwell alive at the start, that left flank would have not collapsed at all, and I probably would have ended up pushing them pretty damn hard with some sort of like 259 fire support and so on. The Befehl Panzer II didn't really do much either, and a lot of units just got picked off by AT guns, which was kind of bad of me, and I should have kept them covered by like smoke and stuff. So there's a lot of things that definitely could have been improved about this game, but I wanted to show it to you guys because I don't always have perfect games, and I do have losses, you know. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.